Hey, everybody, and happy Saturday, Catterday again. I am just leaving church, and it was awesome, y'all. I mean, it's awesome every week, but I'm telling you, oh man, it was so good tonight. So good. He basically said, I'm going to name a bunch of things off, and if any of these apply to you, I want you to stand up. And he talked about if you've ever gone through a divorce or a breakup, if you've ever experienced abuse, if you've ever experienced grief or a loss, if you've ever lost a job, been fired, whatever. And he named all these things, and then he said, all right, he said, I want everybody to turn around and look. We're all looking. And don't y'all know every single person in that church was standing up. And he said, just basically just going to let you know that you don't ever go through it alone. Ever. That a lot of people sit there and say or think, oh, well, they don't know what it's like to be me. They've never been through what I'm going through. When a lot of the people there are going through, have been through, just got through what you're dealing with or going through. Oh, it was like, oh man, it got me, y'all. So I loved it. But Mom didn't go with me tonight. She's going to go tomorrow, so I'm going to come again tomorrow. But anyway, so I went out to talk to Pastor Rick after service was over, and kind of told him a little bit of my backstory, and about my tumor, my cancer, and everything. And he literally drags me by the hand to the front desk, and he's like, I need y'all to get her information. And he's like, I know that y'all like to keep track of it. And he's like, but I need it on my desk personally. He said, I'm going to need her to speak, and I'm going to need her to film some things. And I was like, oh, what did I get myself into? and so I told him about that, how basically, I'm going to cry now, that I decided that I needed to recommit myself to God after being diagnosed. And that literally, not long after starting to attend the church, that I got my first diagnosis saying that, my first positive result saying that my tumor had shrunk. And because he was asking me, if you come, he was like, well, if you usually come on Saturdays, why are you going to come? Really, you're going to come twice? And I was like, oh, absolutely. I'm going to come anytime I pretty much can. And he was like, why? And so I told him, and I said, just, without y'all and without God, that would not be possible. And he was just like, and his eyes watered up, and I was like, oh, what did I do to Pastor Rick? So, but anyway, so I don't know what I got myself into, but they had me fill out a bunch of stuff and give him all my contact. And he's like, I know y'all need to keep it, but I need this on my desk. You let them know it better go to Rick. And I was like, oh, okay, So, but, because he asked me, would you, he was like, man. And he was like, I could have used you tonight. And he was like I could have used you on stage tonight. And so I was like, yep. Pretty much. But he was like, man, I wish you would have told me this earlier. So I don't know when we go to church tomorrow if he's going to say anything or call me up there or what. But I definitely need to, he said sit, where I can see you. So, which I usually always do. But so I was like, oh my goodness gracious. So I don't know. We'll see. But man, it was just awesome, y'all. It was just so awesome. And so, and of course, I took my notes from church, sermon notes. So, and it talked about how the Bible does not say that God won't give you more than you can handle. That the Bible says God will not let me be tempted beyond what I can handle. And He will provide me a way out. God is not the father of all evil or the God of all pain. God is the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort, and that shared pain creates community that untroubled victory does not. And our fourth sermon note is God will not allow me to experience more trouble than we can handle together. Me and God. All of us. So, anyways, but yeah. which all those are in First and Second Corinthians. Um, one, I think they're all in like chapter 1, verse. I think if I remember right, I think they go through like verse 2 through 10, I believe. But First Corinthians, I think it's around 2 through 10, maybe somewhere around there, 2 3. But anyways, but yeah, so it was just awesome. It was awesome, awesome, awesome. But I fixed to run into the store real quick. I'm always going to the store. It's crazy, but I love y'all, and I'll be back before I go to bed later. I'm going to bed early, so we can get up early. But bye. Love y'all.